Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're actually inside. I've been doing some work on the car, but I actually just wanted to show a few of the bits and pieces I've bought. There isn't too many, but it's probably worth sharing what they look like, what I've got, my impressions of those pieces, just random stuff I bought for the car that I thought I would need. I thought I'd share those with you and give you my opinion. So if you're building one of these cars, you can have an idea of what you're getting, because most of the time I couldn't find anything. Okay, so first thing I needed was kick panels. Obviously kick panels go down the bottom part of your footwell area. These, for reference, came from, these are actually from Rare Spares. So if you can see what that looks like, these are for an XW. You can see the back there. I mean, I think they're about $120 or something like that. I'd imagine they're probably a reproduction. You can see some sort of, where they've had some kind of machine or whatever make these. You can see where it was holding on there, and they've grinded away a little bit at that, just scuffed that off. But they look okay, and I think they fit okay. These are for an XW/XY. I sold a set of XA ones that I actually had, original XA ones, and basically, bought these. I'm not too fussed that they're most likely reproduction ones, but I think they'll do the job for what I'm trying to do. Second thing I got was the XW, well, they're probably the XY GT mirrors. I don't know if these actually came out on the XWs at all. I have a feeling they didn't. I'm not 100% sure. Now these came from the GT shop in Melbourne. They actually are all metal. So they're a metal outer casing. They've got screws here on the bottom. We've got a plastic, separator there that'd sit there, and they've got the mirror inside, and it's got an adjustable mirror there that you can modify, and I guess you just need to paint them. So pretty happy with those. They're actually pretty good. The edge is kind of, this edge along here is a little bit rough, probably needs a slight deburr. What were these? $150, I think, 140 for a pair. I think they're about $70 each. So I've got two of those, a left and a right, and I'm pretty sure these didn't come out on an XW, but I actually like the look of these over the mirrors that you can get. So there's a bit of an idea what's on these. You can see how these were done. That's how the bottom looks. I think you can, when you want to paint these, you just push this mirror down like so. You can get into that screw there and take that out, and I guess paint it. But they feel pretty good. I'm pretty happy with these. I think these are good. I think I'd rather the metal ones over plastic ones. Not sure which one's which. This is probably the right hand side, I believe. Yep. Although, that's okay. I think that's about right. Anyway, they're the mirrors. The next thing I actually got was a GT fuel cap. I've got the pretty standard one on mine right now, my project car. So this is the XW, I guess, GT fuel cap. But this is actually kind of heavy. I didn't actually weigh it. This actually feels pretty robust. Here's kind of what it looks like. Give you a bit of a close up. I'm actually happy with the finish of this. It does feel pretty good. I don't know where it's made. If you want to look at the back, it does fit on. I actually just fit it on there yesterday just to see what it was like. And it's got a bit of a cork, looks like some sort of cork or gasket type gasket there, which is good. It feels pretty well made, and it feels solid. Like, this feels good. And when I look at the machining and stuff on it, however this was made, it looks pretty good. I don't see any real faults with it. It looks really well done. I don't see anything I don't like about this piece. It's good. But then you get the actual outer ring. Again, this came from the GT shop, just for reference. And I've seen a few of these, but I don't know if they're all the same. This is from the GT shop as well, so it comes with these little screws to go, little nuts, I guess, to go on the back of the outside ring. So this sits inside there. But if I have to be honest, I'm not that happy with this piece. It's kind of a light metal. It doesn't actually say where it's made. If I have a look at the back, it's got some markings on the back in there. Don't know if you can see that. And you've got the little pins to mount that, so it looks like I have to drill holes in the panel to make that mount. I don't know how the original GTs mount. When you look at the chrome kind of from far away, it looks okay. But when you look at it closely, it's not great. Like the chrome work, I'll see if I can get a good look at that. The chrome isn't great. It just looks like that the finish underneath wasn't really good when they did this. And I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, it's just not great. The finish on the actual chrome is, you know, when you really have a good look at it, it's not great. I'll see if I can find a bit. If you look at that edge, there's a few imperfections in there, and even the outside edge of this ring doesn't always look round. It just, maybe I'm being fussy, but like if I look on this edge here, it's just not smooth, and I don't know how well you can see that in the actual video. So this, in my opinion, is definitely the weak link in the two. The cap itself is actually good. I like this. This, I'm a bit meh, but I will use it. You know, I think this was $107 delivered from Melbourne. I mean, you can even see, I don't know if you can see that inside that ring there, you can even see how it looks like chrome or some of the paint or something is just on that black ring. So this just looks a little bit rough for my liking. I mean, you have to get up kind of close to it. If you just walk past it, you probably wouldn't notice. But if you get up close, depending on how fussy you want to be, personally, I'd like it to be better than that, but I'll use it for what it is. And the last thing I actually got, and I'm not going to have a big review of this today, is this Dremel, which I want to use around some of those hard to get places, mainly for the sanding side, like where there's a bit of rust and it's a very small area where you can't really get in there that easily. I just want to use the sanding part of a Dremel to get into those corners, like that back window. There's a bit of rust in that back window area on the right hand side. I just want to grind it down with a Dremel over, say, an angle grinder or any other kind of tool that's a bit sort of big and bulky and a bit hard to get in there. So I'm hoping to check this out. So I'll do a bit of an unboxing and check out what's inside. Obviously you can do a lot more with the Dremel, but I'm pretty sure it'll come in handy in more ways than one, especially when it comes to work on the engine, and who knows, we'll see what we can do with that, cleaning up some parts of the block and just deburring and stuff like that. So there's a Dremel. And that's really all I have on this episode. I'm hoping to do a video on painting the car soon. I'm talking to a few panel beaters about prices, and it's not that cheap. It's actually more than what I was expecting. But anyway, I'll do a video on whatever information I can get on that, give you some idea of what sort of numbers I've actually got from panel shops here in the Brisbane area that do sort of custom restoration. So and we're talking about, you know, quality restoration. So yeah, and that's kind of it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.